The all-new NZXT H1 provides a beautifully small vertical chassis while maintaining full-size GPU compatibility for incredible performance in a small footprint. The building experience is streamlined with pre-routed cable channels and an integrated PSU and AIO liquid cooler. The dual-chamber exhaust layout maintains superior cooling, the CPU and GPU providing each with a dedicated air source. The toolless SSD tray and integrated riser card are incredibly simple to install. In addition to pre-routed cables, their motherboard I/O faces down, routing all cables to the bottom of the case for a clean, simplified appearance. The dual-chamber airflow is thermally designed to allow the CPU, GPU, and PSU to pull in fresh air and exhaust hot air without affecting temperatures of neighboring components. Remove the glass panel and back mesh panel by pulling away from the bottom of the case. Remove the case shroud by sliding it towards the top of the case. Remove the two screws holding the hinged radiator mount. There are arrows to help indicate which screws to remove. Once removed, the radiator can be rotated out of the way. Remove the cable cover. The cable cover is a plate of metal in front of the PSU on the front of the case. There's a ball joint holding it onto the frame. Once the joint is popped out, you can slide it out and away. If you haven't already, seat your CPU in the motherboard processor socket and install any M.2 SSDs you have. If you're using an LGA or Intel style board, assemble and use the included backplate. If using an AM4 socket, keep the latch points and AMD included backplate. Install the motherboard I/O shield if necessary, then install the motherboard and secure it with the 4 standoff screws. If you have any 2.5-inch SSDs, slide them into the SSD trays underneath the PSU. The SSDs should click when they are secure in the tray. Once you've installed your SSDs, screw in the holding piece in front of your SSDs for added security. Plug in the SATA power cable and SATA data cables to your SSDs if necessary. Begin to plug in necessary cables to the motherboard. 24-pin, CPU power cable, USB 3.1 cable, USB Type-C if applicable, front panel headers, HD audio header, and any SSD data cables you may have. Plug the riser card connector to the PCIe 16X slot on your motherboard. Install the AIO liquid pump onto your motherboard. If using an AM4 bracket, please swap the bracket on the AIO to the appropriate latch style bracket. Ensure that you install the liquid pumps so that the tube connectors are facing the DIMM slots. Once the liquid pump is secured, plug the pump header into the AIO/pump fan header and the radiator fan to the CPU fan header. Install RAM sticks to the motherboard. Close the radiator bracket and secure it with the 2 screws on points indicated on the arrows. Remove the 2 thumb screws from the frame. Install your graphics card and secure it. Plug the PCIe power cables into your GPU. Ensure your PSU power switch is on before placing the panels back on. Stand the case up, then slide the shroud back over the case. Place the 2 panels back onto the case. Plug in your peripherals, video cables, and power cable. The compact vertical design of the NZXT H1 provides a small spatial footprint while maintaining support for most full-size GPUs on the market. Whether the user's space is small, or they simply prefer an understated, smaller chassis in their battle station, the H1 maximizes desk real estate without sacrificing graphical power. To learn more about the NZXT H1, please visit nzxt.com. And to always stay updated on NZXT products, subscribe to the YouTube channel.